Hey YouTube, this is Rishika. So this video would be my 48th video tutorial on DataStage. As you all know, I have been trying to make a series of DataStage video tutorials on YouTube. And the previous video tutorials, we have pretty much completed most of the stages in the all of the stages in the development or debug category, and most of the stages in the processing category in the palette. And after that, I'm trying to make a series of video tutorials on real-time tasks to take a little break from the regular videos. Okay, so for the past 4 videos, I have been trying to make real-time tasks which are simple and yet important in my point of view. So this video will also be one of the real-time tasks which I feel is important and simple yet again. So let's get into it without wasting any time. So the scenario which I'm gonna explain is something like this. So let's say you got like 3 files or whatever the number of files, more than one file, okay? And let's say you have like three fields in one file, 2 fields in one, and 1 field in one, okay? But the requirement is somehow to join or merge or funnel all those three, okay? So how gonna you do that? Because the basic thing which if the basic requirement for funnel is the metadata should be same, right? The metadata should be same in the sense the number of columns should be same, and their metadata like that whatever the data type and the nullability, all those things should be same, right? That's a basic requirement for funnel. And for join on merge, the column names should be column names and the nullability, all those things should be same, right? For the key column which should define, right? So that those are the basic requirements. But what if we don't have, or we don't see a common column between the files? Okay, so that's the scenario. So what we're going to do is, so let me directly jump into the scenario. It's a simple one. So let's get into this. So I have 3 files basically. I'll show you the data. Okay, so this will be, I probably have some funnel data, yeah. So, and I do have first line column names. Okay, and the format and the columns. Let me give the column name. Uh, Merchant ID, merchant name, and status. I just created the file, so I have them at my tip of my tongue, so I'm just not seeing any file or anything. Okay, so I'm just making everything varchar, okay? And I'm not giving any length or anything, and nullability, let's make them all yes. Okay, so let me show you the data. So I have 3 columns or 3 fields which are all varchar type and all nullable fields in the first file, okay? So yeah, this is the first file. I'm trying to register in your mind. I'm trying to make them register in your mind. So I have 3 columns, 3 fields, all nullable, and all are varchar fields, okay? So I have these 3, okay? So this is my first file. And let me go to my second file now. Second file is something like funnel2, and yes, first line and column names true, format, yep, it's comma, and column name, probably it's gonna make easy if I say the table definition, but yeah, I rather do it this way if there are like very few columns. Okay, and this is status, come on, status, and all varchar, and nullability is yes in everything. Okay, so this is the one. So it's the same thing, okay? It's the same, it's a different file but with the same number of fields and same data, okay? And here is important important part here. So funnel 3, it's gonna be okay, true, and format gonna be same, and columns, they're gonna be just two fields, okay, merchant ID and merchant name. Okay, so but still they're gonna be varchar and varchar. Okay, so and let's make them nullable and nullable. Okay, so yeah, this is so this file, the first file, this one has three fields, sorry, and this one has three fields, but this one has two fields. Now if I try to put the funnel stage here, okay, now if I try to put the funnel stage here, columns, okay, so okay, let me show you the output. Okay, so yeah, so see here, merchant ID and merchant name, these are the only two columns which are present in the common files, all the three files, right? These are the two common fields which are present in all files. But I'm not concerned about just these two. I'm also concerned about the third column, which is called status. Okay, so which is missing in this file, right? So now how are I gonna manage that field? So I'm gonna drag this link and put a column generator stage here, and then put it funnel here. Okay, and in column generate stage I'm gonna use explicit column method, and column name gonna be same, right? If the column name is different, the funnel stage does not detect, so the column names should be same and the metadata should also be same. Okay, and here put in your and metadata should be same, right? So what's a metadata here? Varchar and yes, right? So yep, now if you see here, see the column is generated. So now just drag and drop onto this, and when you see in the funnel stage now, see you have three fields. Before you didn't have this status field, right? You just had merchant ID and merchant name, but because you have added you have generated a column generator stage using sorry, you have generated a field using column generator stage just to funnel them. That is the reason it's showing up the status. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing. So now let me put a data set and then write it. Okay, so browse for file. Remember, these should be parameterized. So how many columns should we get? 3, right? So now because we have the same metadata in all the three files, now we can have the funnel thing going on and all the fields can move forward. Okay, so if you don't have, okay, something happened here. Okay, let me see. So why did it fail? It is saying something here. When setting up for transfer status, the source and destination have different nullability. See, how cool is this data stage? It's saying what's the error and why is that error, right? So something we have done here. Yep. So let me see here. So the status field, what did I say here? All the fields are nullable, right? But what did we do here? Here there are only two fields, right? But in the column generator stage, where you generated things, we made it to nullable, I mean not null. So that is the difference. So it's saying that because you created a not null field, but here when it's funneling, it's nullable, right? Because the other two are nullable fields. It's saying there is a difference in nullability, so it can't propagate the field. Okay, so that's the reason it's aborting. Now when you say yes, so that's the reason I said the data type and the nullability, everything should be same.
for the fields which you want to move forward with the funnel stage, right? Let's say if you're not interested in status field, yeah, that's okay, because you need not do the column generator. You can just drag all the files and just go with merchant ID and merchant name if you're not interested. But if the requirement is to move forward with all the three fields to the next stage, yeah, that's when this comes into action. Okay, so see now it's run successfully. And so 5 and 5 10, and 10 plus 3 is 13, so there should be 13 rows, right? So yeah, this is how it works for the column generator, using column generator. So it's pretty much same. Okay, let me see the data. Okay, so what data we have for the status there, active and inactive, okay, for the first two files. But since third file did not have any field for the status, we just created column generator, right? What does column generator do? If you remember my video on column generator stage, it generates a field, or it generates the values for this column specified on the fly, right? So see, so whenever you see these weird values, this means that the column generator has created these values. Okay, so yep, that's the one. Okay, and now let's say you want to make some sensible values. Okay, so if you remember, I probably mentioned it in my column generator stage too, but yeah, anyway. So if you want to have like little sensible values rather than some stupid values, you can choose like the alphabet or the cycle here. I'm gonna choose cycle. And what was that? Inactive and active, right? So I'm gonna put inactive, and just to identify dummy. Okay, so I'm gonna put another value which is like active and dummy. Okay, so what gonna happen in algorithm cycle is the first value gonna be inactive dummy, and next active dummy, and the next again it's gonna cycle, it's gonna repeat as long as there are records. Okay, so yep, that's it. And so yep, that's it. And let's compile and see this again. Now instead of those weird A, B, 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 and C, C, all those things, they should be inactive underscore dummy and active underscore dummy, right? And those gonna be I don't remember how many records. Let me see. And so those gonna be like probably 5 records. So 2 inactive dummies. I don't know. Yeah, three of one each. 3 of inactive or 2 of active, or the other way. Anyway, there should be 5 underscore dummy records. Okay, because that's the column we generated on the fly. So there should be 5 records. So let's now check if there are 5 records. So yep, 1 2 3 4 5. So we got it, right? So first one is an active dummy, and then active dummy, and then inactive dummy and active dummy, and then again inactive. This is because it is a continuous funnel, right? Continuous funnel. And what if you want to choose the sorted funnel? Or yeah, you can choose the sequence of funnel type. Choosing the funnel type does not make a difference, because ultimately what we're going to do is, this is the important part, we are just trying to make a field which makes it easier for funneling if we want to move forward with all the fields, or with that particular field which we want to move forward to the next stage. Okay, so if you're not concerned about that, just don't bother about it. Okay, so why to waste resources creating a field here and funneling it and not moving forward with that field, right? So yeah, it doesn't matter, it's not just for funnel stage, it's for any join stage. Like it's for probably the join stage, the merge stage, or you can probably try to look up you can just use the copy stage before, or the transformer to change the field name and do that, I guess. But yeah, mostly we're gonna use it for funnel, join, and merge stages. Because for the what happens, a funnel is this thing, right? So what happens with the join and merge is they're gonna be key column. Okay, so if we choose this sort funnel, it's gonna ask for key. So it's the same for join and merge stages. When you choose the join and merge stages, it's gonna ask which is a key column you want to join with. And when you don't have any key columns in this any common key column or common field in these three files which you're trying to join, so that's when the problem arises. So that's when you want to try to create some dummy row which is dummy row based on the common fields between the other two files, and then create on the fly values for that specific, and then later on do whatever you want. Okay, so that's this probably might not be the common or the mostly done scenario, but yeah, sometimes it might help in handy. So that's the reason I'm explaining this. Okay, so the other thing which I want to show you is, so you might be wondering if there is a sort funnel, right? So let me show you one thing. So let me choose the merchant ID as my key field. Okay, and I'm gonna choose some hash, sorry, I'm gonna choose some hash partitioning or something, and my key field is merchant ID. Okay, and I'm gonna put I'm sorting it on the link, so I don't have any link separate sort stage, explicit sort stage, I would say. So I'm just performing sorting on the link. Okay, and this is on the first link, and next hash partitioning, and this, and perform sort. Okay, and third file hash partitioning, and perform sort, and I will also merchant ID. Yep. So I will also select this unique thing. If you remember in my earlier videos, I tried to mention this. I mean, not in earlier videos. Every stage video, I'll try to explain this. What are these things? So just try to look into the funnel video, I guess. Okay. So unique thing. So I'm checking this unique thing because I want to remove any duplicates if moving forward from funnel. Okay, so after funnel there should be no duplicates based on merchant ID. Okay, so that is what I want to do. So unique here, then you can just mention from what file you should get unique records. Okay, so I'm just trying to explain all the unique records from I want all the unique records from 3 of the files. Okay, so how many did we get now? It's 3 plus 5 plus 5, 13 records, right? So now let's see how many records gonna be unique. So so whatever the count is decreasing, those are the duplicate records. Okay, now let's check for that. So there were 13 records previously here on output link. So now there are 12. So that means one of them has like double merchant ID, like the duplicate merchant ID. Okay, so yeah, but having said that, you can do the on link, I mean in link sorting here, because this is a very small data. Yeah, probably it's gonna work, but when there's like huge data, like millions of data, on link sorting or in link sorting with hash partitioning technique or whatever the technique may not work effectively. So when you have like huge volume of data, you might want to use explicit sort stage and then sort based on the fields or one field or whatever, and then use the allow duplicates as true or false on the sort stage, right? So yeah, that makes more sense when you have like little amount data and you're not bothering about anything. So yeah, you can just use this unique thing. It depends on the scenario, I guess. It depends on what actually is your requirement and what actually you want to do as per the project architecture and as per your resources. Basically, it's not like hard and fast rule that it should be done this way, but I'm just trying to explain it multiple ways depending on the project architecture and all that things. Okay, so yep, that's the other thing which I wanna show you. That's all. And the sequence, it sequence funnel, it doesn't matter because it's gonna just write first file. Okay, it's gonna write first file to the data set, and then second, and then third in the sequence. Okay, so that's all. So yep, this is the other scenario which I want to show. This is a pretty simple one, but yeah, it might come in handy, as I said earlier. So that's all, guys, that's all in this video. Probably in my next video, this will be the last real-time task for now. I'm not saying I'm not gonna do another real-time task later on, but yeah, for now it gonna be the last real-time task. And later video, immediately the next video will be I'm trying to make something on project flow, basically the ETL life cycle, or the ETL project management. uh, because we have completed at least a little I mean, at least the important part of the data stage, right? We have completed most of the important stages and the real time task. So because we got pretty much clear, I mean, not clear, I guess, but we got a little clear idea about a little idea about the architecture, that is stage, and the client, I mean the data stage client tool. So I thought I'll try to make something on project flow or something, because that might come, I mean, that might be helpful for your interviews if someone is trying to crack an interview, because that's the most commonly asked question. So yeah, that will be my next video, and later on we'll jump back to the processing stages, whatever the left on the processing stages. Yeah, I'll try to explain those. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and keep spreading the word. The primary goal is to uh, basically enhance the data stage, increase the population of our data stage world. That's all. Thank you, guys, thank you so much for watching.